now regained that faith to believe that there's a God that created the heavens and the earth, and said the only way that you're going to have true happiness is to come to an understanding of God. What an amazing statement for an individual that is the chairman of the Religious Study Department at Cal State Bakersfield. I wonder how our arguments would go today if we had a discussion on whether there be a God or not. On March 21st, there will be a great celebration. It's going to be the 100th year of the Boy Scouts. Whenever they formed the group and said, we're going to train young boys to become young men. They're going to celebrate their 100th anniversary on March the 21st of this year. As you already know, this church has 2 Eagle Scouts that we are all quite proud of, even though they're my grandsons. And how many of you know what the motto of the Boy Scouts is? How many of you know what? Nobody? How many know what the motto, I'm not trying to trick you, I don't want to go into that. What is the motto for the Boy Scout?
To serve.
Huh?
It's to serve.
Something about prepared, be prepared. Or
I made it the second, excuse me, I got a cough drop in my mouth. I made it to second ranked Boy Scouts. That it's just above tenderfoot. That means you're starting and climbing the stairs. But the motto of the Boy Scouts is be prepared. Now that too is an astounding statement. Be prepared. But what does it actually mean to be prepared? I was hoping Nathan would be here this morning to help me out a little bit, but I think they didn't change their clock, their time. Be prepared. Listen to what Webster said. That be prepared. The state of being prepared, possession of sufficient armed forces, military for waging war. Webster's definition of preparedness. What's the definition of preparedness for the United States of America? Self-defense, national defense, material for waging war. Now, be prepared means before set in order to make ready. And I'm trying to set a foundation here this morning so that we can understand what the Bible declared that we are to prepare to meet our God. We are to set in order to make ready to meet our God. And I'm sure that Dr. Betty, whenever he went through the struggle of whether there is a God or whether there isn't, because today, you know, it's the end thing to do is to declare I'm an atheist or I'm an agnostic or I don't believe in God. And when you see someone of the stature of Dr. Stanford Benny come out and make an absolute statement that he is now absolutely sure that there is a God that created the heavens and the earth, and this God is now in his life, in his heart, and in his mind. Be prepared to meet God. Set and order that which will make you ready to meet God. Now, a man told me the other day I had made a statement with the fact that Young boy came and asked the pastor, said, all these things you've been preaching against, said, I like to do, and said, I'd just like to know, when should I prepare myself to meet God? Pastor looked at him and said, well, Jimmy, said, if you really like to do all those things and you don't want to make ready, he said, but then the best thing to do is to start serving God the day before you die. Well, Pastor, nobody knows the day before they're going to die. This man happens to go to another church in town. He said real gleefully the other night, said, I have told 4 or 5 people that and said that they react the same way that I do. Just think about it. You don't know the day before you're going to die. If we did, we would all be prepared and all be made ready. I'm talking about the Boy Scouts' 100th birthday on the 21st of March. And only person in there that knew what the Scouts' motto was, or is. What is it, Craig? What?
Be prepared.
Yeah, now I'm explaining what that means. To be prepared, to make ready, to set in order. Preparing for the greatest event known to man. And we don't have to make a whole lot of preparations for Christmas, although my wife does. She spends more money for Christmas, and that's the reason why I need some income tax money back, Steve, is because she blows so much of it, but none of that's tax deductible. It's all giveaway stuff, you know. But she'll prepare and get everything all, and gets frustrated and get all built up and tense up for that great day to where we're going to open up presents. Now that's a great day in the religious world. That's a great day, and we should celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Because if there wasn't a birth, there couldn't have been a death. But if there wasn't a death, then the birth is insignificant. So listen to what it means to prepare ourselves for Easter. As I've stated the last couple of Sundays, especially last Sunday, when it was colder than Hades. That's an old Oklahoma statement. I don't know how that comes in, but how that the Roman Catholic Church, they do a better job of preparing their people for Easter than what we do. They have Ash Wednesday, they have Fat Tuesday, and then Ash Wednesday, and then they have 40 days of Lent, 40 days to remind them that there is coming a Good Friday. There is coming a day of the cross, a day of the resurrection, and for 40 days they're reminded every day. I told you that a former friend of mine, that not a former, but a former, F-A-R-M-E-R, friend of mine, was having breakfast, and he ordered eggs and toast. I said, no bacon, no sausage, no giving meat up for Lent. But you don't go to Roman Catholic Church anymore. But I was trained from a youth up. I was an altar boy.